यनाचार जीवे दया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार कृष्णेर संसार करो छाड़िय नाचार जीवे दया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार श्रद्धावान जन है श्रद्धावान जन श्रद्धावान जन है श्रद्धावान जन है श्रद्धावान जन है श्रद्धावान जन श्रद्धावान जन है श्रद्धावान जन नदिया गोद्रुमे नित्यानंद महाजन पातिया छे नाम हट जीवेर कारण पातिया छे नाम हट जीवेर कारण। हरे कृष्णा। आप सब भक्तों को श्री गौर पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव
I congratulate you all on the auspicious occasion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day. I pray that the mercy and blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should always be constantly flowing on all of us, and an intense desire. With this request, we'll start our session today. We will listen to a special pastime today, and that is the pastime of manifestation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. On this occasion of Gaur Purnima, we are circumvallating the Gaur Mandal Parikrama, and we have reached Godrum Dweep. And this pious Godrum Dweep, why is it called so? We heard about the two histories or pastimes related to that yesterday. How Lord Indra and Surbhi Mata performed austerity here and got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as manifestation, and Markandeya Rishi at the time of annihilation was droning, but because of this Ashwath tree he could be saved.
साथ ही साथ ये गोद्रुम द्वीप जहां पर सुरभि माता ने तप किया है,
So, as Surbhi Mata has performed austerity here, it is also called Surbhi Kund. And at the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's manifestation, his elder brother Nityanand Prabhu came here and he started preaching Harinam from this place.
पाती याचे नाम हट जीवेर कारण श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु ने नाम हट नाम की दुकान
So Nityanand Prabhu started the shop of Harinam Sankirtana for the benefit or welfare of all the living entities. When we do preaching, when we do book distribution, etc., so people might criticize you. You're selling Bhagvat Gita. You have opened a shop. You should say that, yeah, we have opened this business. And our bona fide spiritual master is Nityanand Prabhu.
नाम हाट, नाम को बांटने की दुकान खोली है.
He opened this place to distribute Harinam to people. And he himself, at the Surbi Kunj, he opened this name as Namahat. And what is an interesting fact here?
देखो भाई, आज बंगाली भाषा आएगी क्योंकि बंगाल में महाप्रभु प्रकट हुए हैं.
Today we are going to focus on Bengali because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested in Bengal.
ये है, मजे की बात ये है कि इस दुनिया का सबसे
So the interesting fact is that the biggest wealth of
जो हरिनाम है, वो
Harinam
नित्यानंद प्रभु केवल श्रद्धा
of Gorukhdham is being sold by just giving faith. So you don't need to invest too much, but just you should have faith, and then Nityanand Prabhu will distribute it freely.
नदिया गोद्रु में नित्यानंद महाजन पातिया छे नाम हट जीवेर कारण. श्रद्धावान जन, आप श्रद्धा लेकर आओ.
So if you bring faith, then you can take Harinam.
और यदि कोई व्यक्ति अपराध मुक्त होकर,
and if somebody
और इस नाम को जाप करते
offenselessly chants the holy names and weeps,
सकल संबल, तो नित्यानंद प्रभु उस भक्तों को अपना
then Nityanand Prabhu provide him all the potency to such a devotee who cries and chants the holy names offenselessly.
So नित्यानंद प्रभु यहाँ पर नामेर हाट, नाम की दुकान, इस गोद्रुम द्वीप में सुरभि कुंज में, जहाँ पर
so in this Godrum Dweep, Surabhi Kunj, which we saw yesterday. And if we move further, there is a beautiful place in Sri Godrum Dweep. So these are the 9 islands or dweepas, and this is the Godrum Dweep.
तो हम सब इस गोद्रुम द्वीप में अभी विराजमान हैं, और इस गोद्रुम द्वीप में ये बहुत सुंदर स्थान है जहाँ
this is a beautiful site or place where Govind TV has already reached with the cameras. So this place is called Swanand Sukhja Kund. So in Vrindavan there is a Radha Kund where Radha Rani eternally resides. And if someone takes a dip there, then they automatically get the pure devotional service towards the Lord. And surrounding this place, Radha Rani's Ashtasakhis, which we mentioned in the first day of this Katha,
ये राधा कुंड के अगल बगल में रहती है.
So these all surround the Radha Kund. And how do they reside? You can see in this image.
और उसके अगल बगल में क्रम के अनुसार यदि आपको देखना हो तो हम ऊपर से शुरू करें. ये राधा कुंड है. राधा कुंड को यहाँ से पहले है ललिता नंद कुंज. मतलब राधा कुंड के ऊपर जो
adjacent to
कुंज है,
Radha Kund above is Lalita Sakhi Kunj, where she resides.
ललितानंद कुंज.
That is why it is
फिर
called
उसके बगल में ये
Lalita
सब
Nand
राधा कुंड के
Kunj.
घेरावे में है. उसके बगल में है विशाखा सखी का स्थान.
Next to her
जिसका नाम है
is a place of Vishakha
विशाखा को
Sakhi,
आनंद
and
देने
it is
वाला
called
कुंज.
Vishakha Anand Kunj. That is the place which provides pleasure to Vishakha Sakhi.
चित्रानंद कुंज.
Similarly,
फिर
then we
और
have
आगे बढ़े,
Chitranand
नीचे है
Kunj, Indulekha Sukhprad
सुखप्रद
Kunj,
कुंज. श्री इंदुलेखा सखी को सुख देने वाला कुंज. फिर और उसके नीचे आए,
then if we
तो
move
है
further down,
चंपकलता सखी का कुंज.
then there is the
जहाँ
Kunj
पर
of
चंपकलता सखी रहती है.
Champaklata
चंपकलता
Sakhi,
नंद कुंज.
which is called
फिर
Champaklata
और
Nand
उनके
Kunj.
बाजू में रंग देवी
And
सुखदा
adjacent to her
कुंज.
is the home or residence of Rang Devi,
रंग देवी जो अष्ट सखी में से
Sukhprat
एक है,
Kunj.
उनका कुंज है राधा कुंड के परिक्रमा में. तत्पश्चात तुंग विद्यानंद कुंज,
And
तुंग विद्या
then
सखी का.
there is the residence of Tung
और
Vidyanand
तत्पश्चात
Kunj
लास्ट में है
for Tung Vidya
सुदेवी
Sakhi.
सुखद कुंज.
And
तो
lastly,
राधा कुंड के उत्तर में ललिता
Sudevi
सखी का
Sukhat
कुंज है,
Kunj, where
उत्तर
Sudevi
में
resides.
विशाखा सखी का, पूर्व में चित्रा सखी का, दक्षिण पूर्व में इंदुलेखा सखी का, दक्षिण में चंपकलता सखी का, दक्षिण पश्चिम में रंग देवी सखी का, पश्चिम में तुंगविद्रा सखी का, और उत्तर पश्चिम में सुदेवी सखी का कुंज है. तो इतना तो समझ में आ गया अष्ट सखी का राधा कुंड की परिक्रमा में ये 8.
So this much we might have understood. So these are the 8 places
अब इनमें
of
से एक
the
सखी
8
है
Sakhis
ललिता सखी,
or friends of
जो
Srimati
ललिता
Radharani.
सखी को आनंद देने वाला कुंज है, उसे कहते हैं ललितानंद कुंज.
So Lalita Devi's residence is called Lalita's
हमारी गुरु शिष्य परंपरा में
Nand
जैसे शिल
Kunj.
प्रभुपाद जी हुए, शिल प्रभुपाद
So
के
in our
पूर्व में
disciplic
भक्ति सिद्धांत
succession,
सरस्वती,
Srila
भक्ति सिद्धांत
Prabhupada
सरस्वती
is our
जी
Acharya,
पूज्य
and
हुए,
before
गौर
them
किशोरदास
Bhakti
बाबा जी, और
Siddhant
गौर
Thakur,
किशोरदास बाबा
then
जी
Gaur
के
Kishore
पूर्व में
Das Babaji, and
भक्ति
his
विनोद ठाकुर
guru
हुए.
was Bhakti Vinod Thakur
सो
Maharaj.
भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज को ललिता सखी ने स्वप्न दिया, निवेदन किया
So
कि
Bhakti
ये
Vinod
गोद्रुम
Thakur
द्वीप जो है और
was
गोद्रुम
visited
की ये
in
जो
dream
स्थान
by
है,
Lalita
ये
Sakhi,
मेरे कुंज से अभिन्न
and
है, इसलिए आप
and she
यहाँ
told
पदार्पण
that
करो.
this
और उन्होंने उनको
this
नाम
place
प्रदान
in
किया
Navdvip
स्वानंद
is
सुखद
non
कुंज,
different than my
जहाँ पर वे
residence in
गोविंद गिरी
Vrindavan.
पहुंचे
So
हैं.
you should do
ठाकुर
bhajan
भक्ति
kirtan
विनोद की
here.
ये भजन स्थली है,
So this
ठाकुर
is
भक्ति
where
विनोद का
Govind
ये
TV is
घर
here.
है.
This is
और
the
यहाँ पर
home
ठाकुर
of
भक्ति
Bhakti
विनोद
Vinod
ने
Thakur,
स्वानंद सुखदा कुंज का निर्माण किया है.
and here he
तो बहुत सुंदर,
established
ये
Swanand
गोद्रुम द्वीप
Sukhda
के
Kunj
अंतर्गत
in
ठाकुर
Godrum
भक्ति
Dweep.
विनोद का घर है. अब कथाओं के माध्यम से आप सबने सुना है ठाकुर भक्ति
As
विनोद
you
की
have
महिमा.
might have heard
भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर
in the
को
past times
भक्त
that
भागीरथ कहा गया.
he
पहले
is
तो
mentioned
कृष्ण
as
भक्त ही
Bhakt
थे,
Bhagirath.
और
Although
फिर
the
कृष्ण
devotion
भक्ति को
service
एक
of the
रसमयी
Krishna
भाव
is
प्रदान किया श्री
difficult,
चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने.
but
चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने रूप सनातन
it
आदि
was
अपने शिष्य प्रशिष्यों
provided
के द्वारा इस प्रेम
easily
भक्ति
by
का
Chaitanya
प्रचार तो किया,
Mahaprabhu and
लेकिन कालांतर
Jeev
में
Goswami, Rup Goswami,
महाप्रभु के
etc.
द्वारा
They all
बढ़ाई गई यह प्रेम रस
preached
धारा
the holy names,
धीरे 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 धीरे
but
लुप्त होती गई.
gradually it
और
was
जब
getting,
ऑलमोस्ट यह गौड़ीय धारा समाप्त होने जा रही थी,
it was
बिल्कुल
about to
खत्म होने जा
disappear,
रही थी,
and it was
तो
diminishing
उन
day
दिनों
by day.
ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद का जन्म
And
हुआ.
on those days, Thakur
और
Bhakti
ठाकुर
Vinod
भक्ति विनोद ने
was
ऐसा
born,
कमाल किया, ऐसी क्रांति कि
and he
ब्रह्मपत्र
did
गौड़ीय धारा
such a
जो ऑलमोस्ट
revolution
नष्ट हो रही थी,
that
डूबने जा रही थी,
the
उनको पुनः
Brahma Gauri,
स्थापित
Madhya
किया.
Gauri disciplic
जैसे
succession, which was about
जैसे
to
गंगा
be
ब्रह्म लोक तक आ चुकी थी, लेकिन ब्रह्म लोक को
diminished,
धरती पर लाने वाले भगीरथ
he
हुए, श्री
re-established
सम्राट
him
महाराज
as
भगीरथ. और इसलिए
Maharaj
गंगा का
Bhagirath, the
नाम हुआ
king
भगीरथ.
Bhagirath, brought
ठीक उसी प्रकार
Gangaji to the
इस
earth.
गौड़ीय धारा जो रुक चुकी थी,
Similarly,
उनको पुनः प्रवाहित किया
the
श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर
this
महाराज ने.
disciplic succession,
इसलिए
which
भक्ति विनोद
was
ठाकुर
about
को
to be
भक्त भागीरथ कहा जाता है.
diminished, was again remanifested or re-established by Thakur Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That is why he is called Bhakt Bhagirat. He provides pure devotional service to the Lord. What should we add more? This is the place where he used to reside on the banks of Srimati Ganga. Sometimes people feel that people who perform pure devotional service to the Lord is done only by persons who are a failure in this material world. When they are failed in every field of life, then they then they chant. So a person who is zero is considered as a devotee, which was proved entirely wrong by Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur. A devotee can be humble. He is complete and all-rounder. He is not zero. And all the divine qualities manifest in a devotee. And the greatest example is Swami Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Why? Because he was not a sannyasi.
जो लोग ऐसा कहते हैं ना संसार मत करो उन लोगों का हुआ नहीं है ना इसलिए हमको भी रोकते हैं भाई तुम्हें कर लो ना हमने करवा दियो संसार करना कोई बुरा नहीं है
So that getting married or following the grihastha ashram or householder fold of life is not wrong, but along with it we should perform pure devotional service towards the Lord. And the example is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And this is the current situation of this home where he used to reside.
श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु राधा कृष्ण के परम भक्त और साथ ही साथ गृहस्थ उनके 11 बच्चे
and he had 11 children.
वे काम क्या करते हैं उन दिनों
And what did he used to work? And those times Britishers were ruling our country and they had their stronghold in Kolkata or Bengal. And he used to work under the British Empire. And he was the district magistrate at that point of time. And for devotee, material things are not difficult to do. And he used to solve the cases which the other officers was used to take so much time in minutes. So it was not difficult for him. And in very less time, he used to provide the solution. But gradually, he wanted to progress in pure devotional service towards the Lord. And he put on resignation that I don't want to continue work now. He said that you can find someone else, but he said that there is no one like you. He said that I cannot come as I'm getting old and I want to devote my life towards bhakti. And I've almost 2-3 hours are spent in communication alone. So they said that if that is a problem, we will make a railway track in front of your home so that you don't have to waste any time. So that you can easily commute to the office. Even today, if I visit this place, I bow down to the railway track before I bow down to this temple. That alone he used to travel on this track. This is the glory of performing the pure devotional service towards the Lord. It is everything is possible. And what he used to do, as he was a district magistrate, he got all the maps and he wanted to know where exactly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has manifested. So today we are good, as it's his birthday, so we will discuss that. And nobody was aware that where did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested. Because in this Ganga river, there is so many times flood, and so the earth is not certain, and the map keeps on changing. So because of that, the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not getting fixed. He took all the maps and he started research, and he finalized one place as the manifesting place of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one day he was sitting at the terrace of his home and he fixed this point that this is a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested. And during the time of evening, he saw a beautiful scenario or pastime. And he wrote down on his notebook. And what was that sight?
गोरा चांदे आरती शोभा जाहनवी तट वने जगमन लोभा। ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद ने देखा इस घर में, देखो
भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर saw. So they're climbing the stairs, and now these are the cupboards of, and this was a resting place of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and this home remains as it is till today. And there is a balcony, and from that balcony he saw what I am singing right now, and he wrote down, and it became the evening prayers for us. And he saw the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what was happening at that time, at that place? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting and people are worshipping or venerating him. And it was beautiful scenario.
ताई चांद बामे गदाधर निकटे यद्वैत श्रीनी वास छत्रधर किव बसिया छे गौराचान रत्न सिंहासने आरती करे न ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गणे। ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद ने देखा चैतन्य
Thakur Bhakti Vinod Thakur saw that on the south Nityananda Prabhu is standing on his right. and Advaita Acharya is standing very next to him, and Srinivas is holding an umbrella or chhatra for him. Brahmaji is venerating him, and Narhari is offering the fan, and others are singing the glories. The conch shell and other musical instruments and mridanga etc. are being played. And how did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked?
कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला गल देशे वनमाला करे जलमाला। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु करोड़ों करोड़ों
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was effulgent as crores of moons, and he had a beautiful garland or vanmala. And Thakur Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw this from his balcony, and he wrote, and we sing it daily. So we have reached here on an opportune time, and if we don't remember him, then it will be a loss. Had he not been there, then we won't have even known this place, or we wouldn't have been have this bhajan, or not even this Brahma Gaudiya disciplic succession. Praying Lord Krishna is different, but why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be worshipped? We will listen to these glories. Let me finish this first. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and he got it certified by his bona fide spiritual master, Jagannath Das Babaji. And he wrote a beautiful book which is Navdvip Mahatmya, from which we are discussing everything here. So this is the resting place or shrine of Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Bhajan Kutir of his Gaur Kishore Babaji. And if you see in this temple, there is the deity of Gaur Gadadhar deities. And he himself used to venerate and serve them. And from this place, he told two things that came true. He said that from this place, one person, a devotee, will come and he will preach Harinam throughout the world. And then Srila Prabhupada came and gave a new lease of life to this bhakti marg. And the second statement he said was that Navdeep Dham, that is Mayapur, will become a spiritual town, and there will be a huge temple, and that too is about to be completed. So the project that is going on through Iskcon is trying to accomplish the same. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur Maharaj, Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, and Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj. So all these four in the dyslexic session used to discuss about the
जगन्नाथ बाबा जी चारों यहाँ मिलते थे और बहुत सुंदर वे
and they used to discuss about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pastimes. So this is a beautiful place and it is my desire. Although there are so many places in Godrum Dweep, but it's my desire that we should proceed to the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birth. In Gujarati there is a saying that if you're in hurry, then the mangoes will not ripen.
આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં જગદીશભાઈ આપણે ત્યાં એવી કહાવત તમે સાંભળી છે ને, ઉતાવળે આંબા ન પાકે. लेकिन एक बात कहूं, यदि भाव प्रेम
tell you one thing that if you have love, faith and blessings or mercy, then the mangoes will definitely ripen. And the proof is, I will show you in a few moments. So this place where Govind TV has arrived, so this is the mango grove here. And what happened one time that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was roaming with his associates, and you see, this is so beautiful. Is this time, imagine what would have been it, how much beautiful it might have been at that point of time. So they came here and they thought that we will sit here and we will do Sankirtan here under these trees. So they started doing Sankirtan, and so they were dancing and performing Sankirtana. And after they danced so much, they felt hungry and they started feeling weak. So they said that now we should move towards our home as we are feeling hungry. Mahaprabhu said that you're not feeling pleasure in Sankirtan, but with empty stomach you cannot relish anything. So Mahaprabhu said, we should not stop the Kirtan. Let me feed you all. But what do you want to eat? So this is the season of February. Is not the season of mangoes. It is a fruit of summers. And it was in December. And they said that we want to eat mangoes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no worries. You want to eat mangoes? He is the Lord himself. So he bought a seedling. And as you see this place, he put that seedling in the ground and filled it with soil. He said that when we do the same kirtan again, so what happened that all the devotees started chanting the holy names, Sankirtana, and they saw that the seedling started becoming big plant. It became a plant, and then in no time it became a tree. And it started manifesting mangoes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that go pick them up, and there were 200 mangoes. and there were no peel or the seed, only the fruit. So everybody ate mangoes, and this is called Amragha today in Godrum Dweep. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is constantly performing his pastimes even today, and we are seeing the sight of this land of pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and trying to understand his pastimes. So, let's proceed toward the birth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you all should get ready. We should dress properly for an occasion. I like Madhusudan Prabhu. He has more clothes than we. When we listen to the pastime, then we should. It's our Lord's birthday or manifestation day, so we should celebrate with great pomp and show. So let's start Sankirtan, and then we will celebrate manifestation day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
मेरी स्वा जय जय नवला किशोर जय गोपी चित चोर प्रभु जय जय माखन चोर जय जय माखन चोर। श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की कली पावन अवतार श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की। उपस्थित
Hare Krishna, I welcome you all, the devotees who have gathered here
परम सुशोभित
and are specially decorating this assembly, the senior Vaishnavas of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, and the devotees who all have gathered from all the parts of the world through the medium of Facebook, YouTube, etc., and are listening to this Bhagvatam Katha, all the listeners, and I would heartily welcome in particular the organizers of this fifth day of the Katha or Yatra from Canada and from Kenya, Vipin Bhai Parmar, Pritesh Bhai Parmar, and Dinesh Nanji Vaja, Dinesh Bhai Vaja, and their family, and our friend who resides in Canada, Sanjay Bhai Patel, and his wife Asha Bin Patel, and it's Jia's fifth birthday, and from this Vyas Manch, I pray to the Lord, and we all will together chant Mahamantra for her.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram. આજે તો એક બાજુ વાજા પરિવાર, આમ જોઉં ત્યાં પરમાર પરિવાર, અહીંયા બેઠો છે પટેલ પરિવાર, તો એ તો આજ તો આનંદ ही આનંદ.
Today it's bliss everywhere.
बहुत सुंदर श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की महिमा. आज जन्मदिन है तो
today is the
महाप्रभु का चरित्र तो समुद्र के समान
manifestation day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
से शुरू करे
and his pastimes are innumerous from where to start and where to conclude.
टेस्ट होता है वो पूरे समुद्र में होता है.
The taste of one drop of ocean is equivalent to the taste of the whole ocean. So from no matter from where we start.
तो मुझे किसी ने हाथ में माला कंठी देकर मुझे
So
किसी ने पूछा,
I was traveling in Mumbai local one time, and somebody asked, I was chanting, and so somebody asked me that which is the best verse from Bhagvat Gita, as you might have read, or Bhagvatam.
तो मैं तो बोल ही नहीं पाया.
I couldn't answer. So there was one of my friend who was humorous, and he said that, have you eaten a pizza? When you get the pizza, now if you have to choose which slice is better. So similarly, for him all the verses from Bhagvat Gita or Bhagvatam are relishable for him. If you eat sugarcane from any end, it will remain sweet. Similarly, Chaitanya Charitamrut, Mahaprabhu's pastimes are nectarian.
इसको प्रसन्न होकर गाते रहो, चिंत्यताम चिंत्यताम भक्तियां है मेरे भक्तों.
Oh my devotees, you should
चिंतन करो,
listen, sing, and contemplate on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because by that we will get the highest pitch of the unalloyed devotion towards the Lord. So there are quite a few people who are devotees of Lord Shri Krishna, but if you want to go to the pinnacle of bhakti, then there is only one element, and that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So let me introduce a verse which glorifies Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chandravali.
संसार सिंधु तरणे हृदयं यदि स्यात्, संसार सिंधु तरणे हृदयं यदि स्यात्, संकीर्तनामृत रसे रमते मनश्चे, प्रेमाम्बुदो विहरणे यदि चित्त वृत्ति, प्रेमाम्बुधो विहरणे यदि चित्त वृत्ति, चैतन्य चंद्र चरणे शरणं प्रयातु, चैतन्य चंद्र चरणे शरणं प्रयातु. श्लोक समझिए, महाप्रभु की महिमा देखिए. इस श्लोक में कुल मिलाकर 3 पॉइंट है. पॉइंट वाइज
In this verse there are 3 points it will be easier for you to understand.
श्लोक लिखने वाले ने कही है, वो कहते हैं संसार सिंधु तरणे हृदयम यदि स्यात्, आपके हृदय में,
if in your heart,
यदि संसार
हृदयम,
सिंधु समुद्र से तरने की इच्छा है, कि डूबने की
and
इच्छा है,
if you want to get past the material world, sansara sindhu tarane, if you have a desire to cross this material world in your heart,
पुनरपि जन्मम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम, बार बार जन्म मृत्यु के चक्र से,
if you want to get rid of the repeated birth and death and get entangled in old age, birth and disease, so many of you might have invested in shares and before the prices might be going down and people will be worried, but everything will go well. Just keep listening to the katha. So he says that first, if it's your heart's desire to get relieved or cross this material world, sansara sindhu tarane hridayam yadi. Sankirtan, that is the chanting of the holy names, is how? It's nectarian, amrit. Sankirtanam amrit means nectar in chanting of the holy names. So we all keep listening and saying that we relish the chanting of the holy names, but only some relish. If I talk about people like me, we all have taken the shelter of the holy names of the Lord, but our heart does not stay fixed on that. But if we want to get engrossed in Sankirtan, as in Katha you find the pleasure ecstasy. But what about Sankirtana? This Katha will be going on. But ultimately, 24 hours element that stays with us is Harinam, or chanting of the holy names. As our heart gets engrossed in the Katha, some enjoy eating, etc. So in that, like that, if you want to engross your heart in chanting of the holy names, Ramate Manaschet means to concentrate or engross in the holy names. And the third point is and if you want your intelligence and mind to constantly float in the unalloyed devotional service towards the Lord. That means if you want to progress in pure devotional service towards the Lord, that is bhakti, then there is only one solution. So these 3 points you might have understood. So if we desire all these 3 things, the solution is in the end of the second line. Chaitanya Chandrarane Sharanam Prayatu means we need to take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is such a powerful verse to understand. If we understand, then that would be great achievement, because there is nothing beyond it. So, if you want to get relieved of this material existence, then it removes all the distress and disturbances, and the pinnacle of bhakti, and to concentrate or engross in the holy names, then the only solution is to take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. No, Gujarati still see that. By so much difficulty, we have tried to achieve Radha Krishna's devotional service, and now you're introducing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the mercy of Bhagavad, that we are moving gradually to the element of bhakti. Pramonanand Saraswati, who has glorified Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories and Raj. So Prabodhanand Saraswati said, the verse in front of your screen,
श्रवण मनन संकीर्तन आदि भक्त्या मुरारे यदि परम पुमर्थ साधयेत कोपि भद्रम। को अपि, मैं अन्वय के अनुसार बोलूं तो बोले को अपि, कोई व्यक्ति यदि,
को अपि means any person, यदि by, that is by listening or sankirtan chanting, and wants to achieve unalloyed devotional service towards the Lord. So they can do because they're capable. This means that listening to the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna, that only listening to the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna or chanting the holy names of Lord Shri Krishna only, and if he is capable to achieve unalloyed devotional service of Lord Shri Krishna, then they should do that. But I don't want to go that way. I want to relish the nectar of the ocean of mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says that only pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna and chanting his names, etc., they can do it. Prabodhana says that I'm not capable. So if he's not capable, then what is our position? When such a huge, exalted devotee Acharya is speaking, then where do we stand? So he says that I take the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if I ask you a question here, that only listening the names or glories of Radha Krishna, you won't be able to achieve the pinnacle of unalloyed devotion towards the Lord. As for that, we need potency
कि भाई राधा और कृष्ण ही तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु है ना,
Radha and
तो
Krishna
राधा कृष्ण की कथा
or
सुनो,
Chaitanya
चैतन्य महाप्रभु
Mahaprabhu
दोनों एक
itself.
ही है।
So if we listen
अलग
to
से ये
Radha
नया
Krishna, then
लाने की क्या जरूरत
it's
है? राधा
equivalent to
कृष्ण
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
की कथा
Then
हम
why
सुन
do
ही
we
रहे
need
हैं, राधा
to
कृष्ण की भक्ति कर
listen to
रहे हैं,
Chaitanya
और
Mahaprabhu?
चैतन्य महाप्रभु
Because we
जो
are
है
already
वो राधा और
worshipping
कृष्ण का मिलन
Radha
स्वरूप है।
Krishna, and Chaitanya
तो
Mahaprabhu
जब
is
दोनों
the
एक ही है, तो
mixed
फिर अलग से चैतन्य महाप्रभु
form
को
of
बीच में
Radha and
लाने की
Krishna.
क्या जरूरत है?
So why do we need
ये
to
पॉइंट
con-
आप में से कोई कह सकता है,
listen or
ना आप न कहो तो मैं ही उठा लूं ये पॉइंट।
chant the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
तब प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती ने
Then
बहुत सुंदर
Prabodhanand
उत्तर दिया,
Saraswati beautifully replies,
जो आपके सामने स्क्रीन पर मैं
which is
इसे
in front of your screen.
प्रबोधानंद सरस्वती कहते हैं,
He says,
भ्रातः कीर्तय नाम गोकुल पते उद्दाम नामः वली यद्वा भावय तस्य दिव्य मधुर रूपम जगत मंगलम हंत प्रेम महारसो उज्ज्वल पदे नाशापिते संभवेत श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभो यदि कृपा दृष्टि पतेत न त्वयि। बहुत भारी बात होने जा रही है।
so this is quite complex. Prabodhanand Saraswati said, that only doing the devotional service towards Radha and Krishna, that someone wants to achieve the pinnacle of unalloyed devotion service, then they can do it. But I feel incapable to do the same. So I will take the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rather than going directly to worship Radha and Krishna. And so what is the difference between the two? So we should understand the philosophy behind it. What are the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Just doing veneration is not enough. He says that if someone does the kirtan of the names of Gokulpate, that is Lord Shri Krishna, or Bhavayatasya Div Madhurupa means his divine form, which blesses the whole material world or universe, and someone contemplates him, his form, or see him. So please listen carefully with concentration.
या फिर कृष्ण के दिव्य रूप का दर्शन जो जगत को मंगल करता है उसका दर्शन करे।
So chanting his names or seeing his form,
उज्ज्वल पदे न आशापि, इतना करने पर भी,
but after doing that, these two, still the pinnacle or highest pitch, it won't be able to receive the highest level of the highest pinnacle of unalloyed devotional service towards the Lord. So Mahamantra is the conclusion. But we will achieve Krishna, we will get liberation. But if we want to reach the pinnacle of the highest pure devotional service towards the Lord, Unnat Ujjwal Ras means that is the topmost mellow.
तो हंत प्रेम महारस उज्जवल पदे न आशा अपि, नाशापि जो है ना, नाशापि उसको संधि विच्छेद करेंगे, न आशापि, आशा अपि यदि आपकी आशा
So, if you have this desire to reach or get the unalloyed devotional service
और उस आशा से आप हरि नाम लेते हो,
towards the
भगवान का
Lord, and
दर्शन भी
you,
करते हो,
with that desire, you chant
लेकिन वो न
or you
संभव
see the forms of the Lord, but that is not
कब तक नहीं
sufficient
मिलेगा? जब
until
तक श्री
what point
चैतन्य
it will not
महाप्रसाद
manifest
कृपा
until and
दृष्टि
unless
पतेत नः। जब तब तक श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की कृपा
Chaitanya
दृष्टि
Mahaprabhu
आपके ऊपर नहीं पड़ेगी, तब तक वह
mercy
उन्नत उज्ज्वल
doesn't
रस
falls
प्राप्त
upon
नहीं हो
you.
जाएगा।
Till that point
केवल
you
हरि
won't
नाम
be able
कीर्तन,
to
बहुत बड़ी
achieve
चीज है हरि नाम
the
कीर्तन
highest
करना।
pinnacle of
इवन
bhakti.
भगवान का दर्शन
Although
करके, इवन तीर्थाटन करके, जगत मंगल दिव्य रूप को देखकर मनन करके भी वो उन्नत उज्जवल रस तब तक नहीं मिलेगा जब तक चैतन्य महाप्रभु की कृपा दृष्टि न हो जाए। अपने आप को सौभाग्यशाली समझो,
we should
हम ऐसी संस्था से
consider
जुड़े हैं,
ourselves
हम ऐसे संप्रदाय से जुड़े
fortunate
हैं
that
जहाँ
we are
ऐसी
in such a
इतनी
disciplic
ऊंची बातें
succession
तो हो
that
रही हैं,
we are
इतने ऊंचे
discussing such a
मार्गदर्शन कब
huge
कब चलेंगे, कब ये सब
things,
करेंगे,
and
वो बात की बात है। लेकिन
the
हमारे पास
path is
मिल
being
तो
shown.
गया है,
When we
यदि
will
इस
do it,
मार्ग पर
we don't
चले
know, but at least
तो हमारी प्रगति, हमारा
we
प्रोग्रेस
are
निश्चित है।
aware of our
बहुत
goal
सटीक
and the
सिद्धांत
path to go.
प्रभुदानंद सरस्वती ने पेश कर दिया। अब समझ में आ रहा है चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जरूरत क्यों है? क्योंकि मैंने 2-3 जन को सुना है कि प्रभु માંડ માંડ આ રાધા કૃષ્ણમાં અમે સેટ થયા હતા, એમાં તમે આ ચૈતન્ય મહાપ્રભુનું કંઈક નવું લાવ્યા, બંગાળી બંગાળી, तो अब महाप्रभु की ये महिमा है।
So these are the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
બંગાળ का भात खाना होगा, તમને भावे કે ન ભાવે, કારણ કે આપણે પ્રેમ જોઈએ છે,
Because we need the love of the Lord and we need the pinnacle to reach the pinnacle of
श्री
our
चैतन्य
bhakti.
महाप्रभु की करुणा और कृपा से ही हम उन्नत उज्जवल
So
रस
by
को
His
प्राप्त कर
mercy
सकते
and
हैं।
blessings only we can progress
और कोई
further,
दे ही नहीं सकता, मुझे बताइए,
because nobody else can give it
का
to
रस
us.
किसके पास है?
So
केवल
who
और
has
केवल श्री
this
चैतन्य महाप्रभु
purest
के पास।
mellow?
किसी के पास है ही नहीं तो देगा,
It
कृष्ण के
is
पास भी नहीं है।
with Chaitanya
આપણે તો કૃષ્ણ
Mahaprabhu.
કૃષ્ણ કરશો એમની પાસે બીજું બધું ખરું, પણ આ ઉન્નત ઉજ્જવલ રસ કૃષ્ણ કે પાસ भी नहीं है।
Even Lord Shri
चैतन्य
Krishna
महाप्रभु
doesn't
के पास,
have it
क्योंकि वो राधा भाव लेकर आए।
because he has the mellows of Srimati
राधा रानी का
Radharani.
भाव है, कृष्ण की करुणा है, वो सब मिलित हो गए। आज
So
सुबह मेरा प्रवचन था,
he has the potency of Radha and
दही
Krishna
खाता है,
both.
दही, तो किसी ने कहा हाँ खाता
So
हूँ, कैसा लगता है? अच्छा
I
लगता है।
had a discussion in
फिर
the
मैंने कहा
morning
शक्कर
and I
खाता
said,
हूँ,
"Do
हाँ
you eat
कैसा लगता
curd?"
है? अच्छी लगती
He
है।
said, "Yeah,
फिर मैंने कहा इलायची
good,
खाता हूँ,
looks good."
शक्कर
Then I
खाता हूँ,
asked, "Do you eat
कैसी लगती है? अच्छी
sugar?"
लगती है। अच्छा
Then
ठीक ठीक
I said,
खाता हूँ,
"It's
दही
good."
खाता हूँ, शक्कर।
Yeah. And
फिर मैंने
cardamom?
दही,
Yeah, it is good.
उसमें
But
शक्कर और उसमें इलायची, केसर
if we
डाल के
mix
मिलाओ और पानी निकाल दो तो
each of
श्रीखंड
them
बन जाता है। અને
and
પછી શ્રીખંડ
you
ખાવાની જે મજા
eat
આવે, આ
Srikhand,
નકરું દહીં, ખાલી દહીં ખાવામાં એટલો આનંદ નથી।
so
खाली
eating
दही
just
खाने में
curd
इतना
is
आनंद नहीं है, लेकिन
not
उसमें
that
शक्कर डालो तो लस्सी बन जाती
pleasurable.
है।
But
उसमें
if we
शक्कर
add
डालो,
sugar, it can
इलायची,
become
केसर डाल के
lassi.
पानी निकाल
But
दो,
if we add
श्रीखंड। અને એમાં જેટલું મજા આવે,
cardamom,
એમાં
it's
જેટલો આનંદ આવે એટલો
saffron,
નથી।
etc., and remove the
કૃષ્ણ
water,
થોડો
then
છે,
it is
मेरा
Srikhand.
तो ये कहना है। दही तो है,
So
कृष्ण तो
Krishna is
लेकिन
like
खोया
curd.
है, लेकिन जब राधा रानी मिल जाती
But
है,
when
वो दही में
he,
शक्कर आ गई,
Radharani
उसमें
is
उन्नत उज्जवल रस,
there
केसर की
present
टपरी आ
along
गई,
with him,
बन गया
then
श्रीखंड,
it becomes
बन
more
गया खीर,
pleasurable
बन
and
गई
it
खीर।
becomes
બધા દિવસે
relishable
मैंने तो खीर का एग्जांपल दिया, પણ
as
ગુજરાતી ડાયરો બેઠો છે એટલે મેં કીધું આ વખતે
Srikhand.
શ્રીખંડ નો આપી દઉં તમને, ને તો हमारे ग्रंथों में तो खीर है कि भाई दूध है, अपने आप में दूध अच्छा
So
है,
in the scriptures, the
भात भी
example
खाने
is
में
of
अच्छा है,
the
शक्कर, लेकिन वो
rice
सब
pudding.
मिल जाते हैं तो
That
फिर
when we mix
श्री
rice,
चैतन्य
milk,
महाप्रभु
and
जो
sugar,
है
etc.,
वो
then
राधा
they
कृष्ण
become
वाली
a
संपूर्ण
beautiful
दिव्य
rice pudding.
वस्तु है भक्तों, जिससे हम प्रेम की ऊंचाई तक पहुंच सकते हैं। और इसीलिए हमें श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की और सभी अवस्था में हमें भक्ति में प्रवेश करने के लिए भी
So if we want to enter the devotional
भक्ति में
service
स्टेबल रहने
or
के लिए महाप्रभु की
to
कृपा
stabilize ourselves
और
in
भक्ति में
the
प्रोग्रेस
unalloyed
करने के लिए,
devotion
उस
or to
प्रेम की ऊंचाई
progress
तक
in
पहुंचने
bhakti,
के लिए
then also we need Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy and blessings. That is why Narottam Das Thakur said or recited,
Chaitanya Prabhu Daya kar more तुम बिन के दयालु जगत संसार। इस जगत में, इस संसार में आपके बिना दयालु कौन है?
In this world, there is no one as merciful as you who can give the pinnacle of pure devotion service towards the Lord, that is bhakti. So there are quite a few things about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So gradually we will listen to Chaitanya Bhagavad as well, gradually. But because today is the manifestation day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so why did he manifest? That we understood that to get the highest pinnacle of bhakti, and it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrut as follows.
अर्पित चरिम चिरात करुणावर्तीर्ण कलो समर्पयितुमुन्नत उज्ज्वल रसां स्वभक्ति श्रियम् हरिपुरट सुंदर द्युति कदम्ब संदीपित सदा हृदय कंदरे स्फुरतु न शचिनंदनः। ज्यादा नहीं, केवल 2 लाइन को हम समझेंगे।
So we will try to understand these 2 lines. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, what did he thought? Anarpi means, let's break it down. Arpit means to offer, and unarpit means not to offer.
अर्पित माने अर्पण करना और अनअर्पित माने अर्पण नहीं करना। सो अर्पण नहीं किया,
so if it's not unoffered, till when? From when? Chirat means since long time.
बहुत समय से जो चीज अनअर्पित अर्पित नहीं की गई, प्रदान नहीं की गई,
so
मतलब बहुत समय से जो चीज
since long time, this thing that has not been provided by whom?
करुणामयी भगवान कृष्ण,
Karunamai, that is ocean of mercy, Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
समय से जो चीज अर्पण नहीं की गई थी, उस वस्तु को अर्पण करने के लिए
So for that, in Kali Yuga, Lord manifested. So the Lord has not provided it for quite a few for long time, so he came to offer the same thing. So it means that there are quite a few manifestations of Lord Shri Krishna, and he came so many times and he worked, but he didn't give what he was supposed to give, and it was pending since long time. So to provide that thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested in Kali Yuga, the age of Koran and hypocrisy. So if someone asks that what was pending or what was not provided, then it's mentioned in the second line of the verse. The Lord manifested so many times, but still one thing was pending to provide. Samarpayitum
समर्पण करना, दे देना.
means
क्या देना, क्या
to
देना,
surrender.
भूल गए. तो फिर से वो पिछले श्लोक में जो था वही चीज. क्या तो कहते,
And what did he forget?
उज्ज्वल रसाम
Unnat
स्वभक्ति
Ujjwal
श्रियम.
Rasam
तो
Swabhakti
भगवान ने कई
Shriyam.
समय से
So that means
स्वभक्ति,
that
अपनी भक्ति का, एक तो
he
अपनी भक्ति, भक्ति
has
मतलब प्रेम.
bhakti
भगवान ने
means
बहुत
love
समय
towards
से
the Lord.
अवतार तो लिए, बहुत कुछ
So
किया, लोगों को
he
मारा,
has
काटा, सब कुछ किया, लेकिन एक चीज
taken
नहीं
so many
की. क्या नहीं की?
incarnations, but he
बोले
didn't do
अपनी
one
भक्ति,
thing.
अपना प्रेम, और उस प्रेम में भी उन्नत उज्जवल रस.
And Unnat Ujjwal, that is the
एक चीज,
topmost
प्रेम में
of
परसेंटेज होता है ना,
the love towards
कोई
the love. So there is a
10% प्रेम
percentage
करता
in
है,
love as well.
20%, 30%. प्रेम में 100 पॉइंट पर जो सबसे ऊपर पहुंचना है, उसे उन्नत उज्जवल
So the
रस कहते हैं.
100% of love is Unnat Ujjwal
रस
Ras.
वाला प्रेम
That
भगवान ने
love
कई टाइम से संसार के
the
जीवों को
Lord
नहीं दिया.
has not provided to the living entities since long, long time. But see the mercy
अब
of Chaitanya
चैतन्य महाप्रभु
Mahaprabhu.
के पहले भगवान के कितने अवतार हुए?
So before Chaitanya
नरसिंह
Mahaprabhu, there were
भगवान धरती
how
पर
many
आए,
incarnations of the Lord?
हिरण्यकशिपु
Narsingh
को
Bhagwan
काट दिया,
came. He killed
हिरण्यकशिपु की
Hiranyakashipu
सेना को मार दिया,
and killed his
लेकिन नरसिंह भगवान
army,
ने हिरण्यकशिपु को अपना प्रेम दिया, मुझसे प्रेम.
but
थोड़ा
he
बहुत प्रेम
didn't
किया ना देवी
give
देवता,
him
वो भी भाग गए.
any love.
बोले ये, अरे देवी देवता छोड़ो, उनकी पत्नी भी, लक्ष्मी जी जब
Even
उनके
his
हार
wife,
फेराने आई,
Lakshmi Ji,
बोले पति तो मेरा
goddess
है,
of
लेकिन
fortune,
मूड बराबर नहीं है, इसका हाथ
couldn't
मत
go
लगाओ.
near him.
तो मैं तो सब भाग गए. तो प्रेम का तो प्रश्न ही नहीं था, वो तो दे ही नहीं.
So there is no question of love here.
भगवान वराह अवतार लेकर आए,
He came as Varaha or Vaman
भगवान रामचंद्र भी आए. बाकी
and
सब
Ram.
राम तो राम है ना, हम सब राम के पक्ष में. यदि चुनाव हो तो पहले राम के पक्ष में ब्लाइंडली खड़े रह जाएंगे.
So we will blindly vote for Lord Ram. But even if we see Lord Ram
मर्यादा
is
पुरुषोत्तम,
such a perfect
राम के
him,
सामने रावण खड़ा था, राम जी ने
and
रावण को
even
मारा.
Ravan was standing in front of
क्या राम जी
Ram.
रावण की
He
बुद्धि
killed
को नहीं सुधार
Ravan.
सकते थे?
Couldn't he
गीता में वही कृष्ण कहते
improve
हैं, मैं सबके हृदय में सर्वस्य चाहम हृदय
Ravana's
सन्निविष्टो
brain or
मत्स्मृति
mind?
ज्ञानम अपोहनम च
In
मैं
Bhagavad
सबकी
Gita, he
बुद्धि में
says
बैठा
that
हूँ. तो एक
I
आदमी की
am
बुद्धि
sitting
हृदय
in
में
the
इतना अच्छा
minds
कैसे
of
बच
everyone.
जाता?
Then he could have changed his
राम
heart.
जी ने भी रावण को मारा, कुंभकर्ण
But
को,
he
बाली को
killed
मारा, इन सबको मारा,
so
फिर
many
भी बुद्धि
demons.
नहीं सुधारी. और बुद्धि छोड़ो,
But he
राम जी ने अपना
never
प्रेम किसको नहीं
worked
दिया.
to improve their minds, and he
फिर
never gave
स्वयं
them their
भगवान
love,
कृष्ण के
his
रूप
love.
में आए. वो तो बचपन से ही, मोदी ने तो अभी सफाई अभियान शुरू किया, कृष्ण ने तो जन्म से ही सफाई अभियान शुरू कर
Krishna
दिया. बचपन से ही
was
सब शुरू कर
cleaning
दिया. 6
the
दिन के थे, पूरी लड़ाई की.
society since his
3
birth.
महीने के थे,
He
शंकरासुर
started
को
killing
उड़ाया.
demons from such a
सारी
young
सफाई
age.
भगवान श्री कृष्ण बचपन से. तो किस पॉइंट पर कहा जा रहा है कि अनअर्पित भगवान आए, भगवान के
So
अवतार
the
भी
Lord
हुए,
came,
लोगों को
and there were so
मारा,
many
काटा,
incarnations that killed
विनाश
so
किया,
many people,
लेकिन एक
destroyed
आदमी
so
को भी
many
अपना
people,
प्रेम नहीं दिया.
but he didn't give his
वो
love
बेचारा
to anyone.
सुदामा मर रहा था, कृष्ण का भगत था ना पोरबंदर में,
Sudama,
मर रहा
the
था.
greatest devotee of the Lord, he was
लेकिन
dying,
सुदामा के ऊपर भी तब तक
but
कृपा नहीं की
still
जब तक
he
सुदामा
did not
चलकर
give
द्वारिका नहीं
mercy
पहुंचा.
to him until
क्या भगवान
Sudama
नहीं
reached
कर सकते थे? क्या
Dwarika.
नहीं जानते थे सुदामा की पोजीशन क्या है, सुदामा की सिचुएशन क्या है?
He was aware of his situation and he
राधा
could
रानी
have
को
done
पता
something
लगता
from
था
there. This is what
कि आप
Radha
करुणा
Rani
सागर
did.
करुणा
Like
निधान कहलाते तो हो,
you're
लेकिन
called the
अपने
ocean
अपने
of
भक्तों को
mercy,
कितना रुलवा
but
देते हो,
how
कितना
much
भक्तों को
you make your
परेशान करके
devotees
फिर देते
cry
हैं.
and how much you disturb them and
सुदामा
distress
को
them.
भी नहीं. तब ये चीज भगवान ने देखा कि ये घट रहा है.
So
मैंने
this is
इतने
what
अवतार
the
लिए,
Lord realized, that this is
मैंने
one thing
मैंने
that is
असुरों
missing.
को मारा,
I took so many
दंड दिया,
incarnations and I killed
विनाश किया,
and punished so many
लेकिन यार
demons,
किसी को अपनी भक्ति मैंने नहीं दी,
but I have
मैंने
not
अपना
given
प्रेम किसी को नहीं दिया.
unalloyed service
ये तो
or
घटता है.
love to anyone.
तब वही भगवान श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु के रूप में प्रकट हुआ।
Then he manifested as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
राम और कृष्ण और नरसिंह आदि अवतारों में असुरों को देखते ही निगल जाते थे, मार देते थे।
He used to kill the demons just by seeing them. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't kill any demons, but he killed the demonic qualities in them. How huge such a feat is. Krishna is, so Mahaprabhu as Krishna is not just charitable but the most charitable. So a charitable person is a person, if a beggar comes and you give them charity, but if someone comes at your door but he doesn't even have a pot, the highest will be to provide him a pot and as well as the charity. So sometimes people do charity for some people say that we want to do charity of the cow, but Abhindan Prabhu has to take care of them throughout his life. What about the maintenance of that cow? So what do Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do?
दानी वो है जो केवल दान दे, लेकिन महादानी वो है जो पात्र भी दे और दान भी दे। अब श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु श्लोक के अनुसार आप देखें अपनी
according to this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to provide pure devotional service to the devotees, but to give such love to people, how was it possible to give them to a person who is not even qualified to give them or to listen or understand that? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought that I want to give my unalloyed love, but at least they should have a qualification to adjust it or understand it. So, by just embracing them, he made them qualified and then he gave them his unalloyed devotion. So this is the benefit of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He even embraced the Yavanas when he was just 24-year-old youth. He had so many desires. A person has so many desires in youth, but to provide the pure devotional service, he left his widow, mother, and wife for whom? For our welfare. This is the highest mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and today is his birthday or manifestation day. So Anant Kal here means that since 14 Manvantars it has not been worked. After 14 Manvantars have passed, he realized that I should give unalloyed devotion to everyone. And so he came with the mellow of Srimati Radharani as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And one more thing, this is the reason according to Chaitanya Charitamrut. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that the process for this Kali Yuga is to Sankirtana. In the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only solution is to do Sankirtana. Getting knowledge or yoga, etc., won't work. So, but nobody knew how to do Sankirtana, so he even showed it by doing himself first. It was not in any way needed for him, but he did it to give us a glimpse of what we should do and how we should perform it. So you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu's both hands are raised. You know that why their hands are raised? So in this market, if a person becomes bankrupt, then what will they do? They will just raise their hands that I quit. So this is the philosophy or principle that I want to show here. Bhagvat Gita, Lord Shri Krishna tells Arjuna, it is a vow of Krishna, if you understand. So this is 4.11 from Bhagavad Gita.
भजाम्यहम हे अर्जुन, श्लोक क्या है ये?
So what does the verse say?
प्रपद्यन्ते, श्लोक समझिए, हे अर्जुन,
O Arjuna,
जिस प्रकार से माम प्रपद्यन्ते मेरी शरण में आता है,
a person who surrenders to me or performs devotional service towards me, then even I do bhajan for them. So if someone performs devotional service towards me, I will devote myself to them. So after the pastimes of Krishna has passed, he thought that Putna came to me and I made her my mother. Although she came to kill him by poisoning her, but yet he made her mother. Then what about the mother who gave me so much love? Then what should I provide to her? So if I give a demoness a position of mother, then what about my mother who gave me love like Yashoda Ma? So it is an injustice.
इस प्रकार से
so this vow was not completed or unfulfilled. So that is why he became as Gaurang. That for the loving devotees, exalted devotees, I have nothing to offer to them. That so much love my devotees do that I cannot reciprocate. So that is why he raises his hands. So if we see example of Sudama also in this verse, Sudama bought rice for Lord Shri Krishna and he bought it by asking a neighbor as a loan. So, because he didn't have on his own, so he borrowed and he gave it. So, Krishna gave him the opulence as himself as Dwarika, but I have not given by just asking anyone else. So this vow is broken here.
ये यथामाम प्रपद्यन्ते, यदि करना इस सिद्धांत पर, इस प्रतिज्ञा पर अड़ग रहना होता तो जैसे सुदामा किसी से भीख मांग कर लाए, वैसे कृष्ण को भी भीख मांगनी पड़ती थी। जैसे दूसरों से मांग कर ला कर दिया, वैसे कृष्ण को भी दूसरों से लाकर। लेकिन ये तो लक्ष्मीपति है, तो लक्ष्मी का नाथ है, लक्ष्मी घर पे बैठी है, इसको कहां जाना लेने के लिए? तो इसका अर्थ जो भी है,
so it means that this was not complete in case of Sudama as well. So just to reveal this, that my devotees love me so much that that I become uncontrolled and I'm controlled by them. So to tell them, they came down. So the Lord thought that in Dwapar it was an injustice, but in Kali Yuga I will make it work. I will balance the equation in Kali Yuga. And he did. He came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He embraced the lowest and the sinners of the world and gave them unalloyed devotion. He had so much love and pure devotional service. Whoever he embraced, it used to transfer and it expanded so much. And he performed a great feat by providing unalloyed devotion to everyone. So let's listen to the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birth, how he manifested, what was the situation, and how he manifested. So we listen from Chaitanya Bhagvat and Chaitanya Charitamrut, etc. In Kailash, Devadidev Mahadev resides. Once upon a time, Devi Parvati asked Lord Shiva that who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and how he manifests. So please let me know. Shivji is told that in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the situation was extreme, and for 700 years, Lord Shiva called Lord Hari standing at Sagar. And at that time, Lord Shri Krishna, by sound vibration, told that Lord Shiva, you and Mahavishnu, you both should combine and take birth in Bengal as Advait Acharya. So they both combined and took birth as Advait Acharya. And after you take birth, I will manifest as Gaurang or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he told that how Nityanand Prabhu will manifest and all his eternal associates will manifest. And as he said, it all happened. If for a prime minister is about to come, so there are so many arrangements previously to be done. So first of all, Advaita Acharya was born. Then Srivas Pandit manifested. Then Nityanand Prabhu manifested. and Gadadhar Pandit, and gradually all his eternal associates were in Bengal. And the reason was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't was not to use any weapon. His associates were to work as weapons. So the foundation was being laid, and all his associates manifested in Bengal. But when they manifested, what was the need of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come down? Just listen to the distressful history of our country. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu associates were present, but he was not manifesting yet, but the situation was distraught. Our country was attacked one by one. The Turks, Mughals, all attacked our country, and they stole our wealth and culture. We have a culture to welcome our guest, Atithi Deva Bhava, but this faith was plundered by such people. So many Muslim invaders came and the Britishers came and they looted our country. It is said that before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Muhammad Gauri 17 times attacked the country. And our Rajput kings were no less. Prithviraj Chauhan was there and he defeated him 17 times. But the 18th time he cheated and his eyes were removed and his wife was raped by his associates, and his two daughters took the form of a warrior and killed Muhammad Gauri. This is the history of our country, but it is not being taught to our children that we had so great kings. But what are we reading in our history? Babar was a great king. This is what I have read. Humayun was a great king. Were they great? But you don't know that a country like India or Bharat, this is being taught to our kids since childhood. In Delhi, there was Aurangzeb, and in Bengal, Hussain Shah. All over the country, Muslims were ruling the country and were plundering the people. And they were attacking all the temples. That was their agenda. And a few warriors had power. There was Rana Sangha as well, who fought bravely with Babar, but he didn't have so many weapons. So they were destroying the culture of our country. And the rest was being destroyed by our people as well. So Sanatan has been broken down into so many sects, and under such distressful situation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested So in Srihat village in Bengal, let's listen to the disciplic succession. So in Srihat, they used to live a Shri Jit Mishra Maharaj, and he had a son Madhukar Mishra, and his son was Upendra Mishra, and Upendra Mishra married Kamlavati, and he got 7 boys, and his third son was Jagannath Mishra, and he married daughter of Nilambar Chakravarti, Shachi Mata. So this Jagannath Mishra was a scholar of Sanskrit, and he left Srihat and settled in Mayapur. Why? Because in those days Mayapur was considered the hub of knowledgeable, intelligent, wise people. So these two, Shachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra, were residing in Mayapur, and they begot 8 daughters, as Devaki and Vasudev got 6 sons, and they died. Similarly, the parents of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begot 8 daughters, but they all died after birth. Everybody has to suffer, even the parents of the Lord. And the 9th son, Balramji's element, Vishwarup, was born. And gradually he became old. And now Shachi Mata was pregnant with the 10th child, and who was no other than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And since the day he was in her womb,
गर्भहि आये जा दीन ते हरि गर्भहि आये सकल लोक सुख संपत्ति छाये सकल लोक सुख संपत्ति छाये। जब से भगवान जगन्नाथ मिश्र की पत्नी माता शची के गर्भ में आए हैं,
so since he was in the womb of Shachi Mata, since that day,
उनका चित्त प्रसन्न रहने लगा,
she was filled with joy and ecstasy, and gradually the time passed. Jagannath Mishra used to ask, do you want to eat something? Do you want to go some special place, visit? Do you need anything? And she said, no. I have only one desire, that somebody should chant the holy names of the Lord. And he said that why? She said that yesterday I dreamt and I saw small feet and a child is dancing and chanting the holy names. So this is the desire I get, to listen the Sankirtana or holy names of the Lord. Gradually the time elapsed. When the 6 months were over, Shachi Devi saw another dream, and she told her husband Jagannath Mishra, I saw the temple of Jagannath ji. And she described the Jagannath temple in detail. And he turned into a child, and he came and sat in my lap. I couldn't understand what is going on. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is in your womb. So the time was passing. And Advaita Acharya was distressed and anxious. He was waiting, when will Lord manifest? Haridas Thakur and Advaita Acharya pray to the Lord, offering Tulsi ji to Shilagram. So he's telling that the bhakti will disappear from this world. If you don't manifest, it will not be possible to achieve it. So Advaita Acharya is constantly venerating Shaligramji. He was about to offer these tulsi leaves to Gangaji, but the tulsi ji started moving in opposite direction of the flow towards Mayapur. So he thought that there is something. So how this tulsi ji is moving in opposite direction, and he jumped in the Ganges and he followed the tulsi leaves, and in Mayapur he saw that Shachi Mata was taking a bath, and all these tulsi leaves were gathered around her stomach, and he bowed down at the lotus feet of Shachi Mata. So Shachi, they thought that I'm like a daughter to him and he is bowing down at my feet. He circumambulate her and say, "What? How shall I serve you?" Shachi Mata told, I'm about to, I'm about to be a mother. Then I just want that I should be initiated. So please make me your disciple. So he gave Gopal mantra. And after 10 months, time passed, elapsed, and after 12 months also, there was no sign. But Shachi Mata was not feeling any distress in a womb. Her father, Nilambar Chakravarti, was a great astrologer of his times, and she sent her husband to her father and said that can you please call my father? He can tell what will happen because it's 12 months past and yet there is no sign of his coming out. So he called his father-in-law, and Nilambar Chakravarti was amazed. He was crying vehemently. He's told that when you were born, the people used to curse me that you got daughter. Had you had got son, it would have been better. People have criticized me, but today I feel blessed. But what happened, father? She said that your home will become the Nand Bhavan because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is going to manifest from your womb. But please don't tell anyone. It's going to be a great feat. He said that my daughter has made me famous. And don't be scared. In the 13th month, this child will be born. And after 1 month, in the 13th month, this month came. It is said,
सकल भये अनुकूल, जोग लगन ग्रहवारति थी। सकल भये अनुकूल, चर अरुचर हर्ष जोत, चर अरु अचर हर्ष जोत, गौर जन्म सुख मूल, गौर जन्म सुख मूल। भक्तों, धीरे धीरे समय बीता।
As the time elapsed, and today's day, that is Falgun Shukla Paksh, the 15th day of the lunar month, the full moon, and this day was special. It was the time of Chandragrahan, and everybody was taking dip in holy water of Ganga, and everybody was chanting the holy names of the Lord. So people asked that why the moon was eclipsed. So it was answered that when Gaur Chandra, who is the purest, then what is the use of this moon with deformities? That is why it was eclipsed.
Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari Hari bol,
Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari Hari की ध्वनि। मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल,
मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल,
मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल,
मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल,
केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल,
केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल,
हाँ केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल,
केशव माधव हरि हरि बोल।
कहते हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु के जन्म के समय
It is said that at the time of birth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there was a solar eclipse, and because of that, everybody was taking dip in holy waters of Ganga, and everybody was chanting the holy names. And although the Lord has not manifested yet, but before that, his goal has started to kick off.
ठोर ठोर खोल कर ताल बहु बाज रहे, हरि बोल शब्द बहु छायो है। ए गंगा जल छाड़े कोई गायत्री जाप करे, चौक चकी चीते कहे मार्ग देव आयो है। ठोर ठोर खोल कर ताल बहु बाज रहे, हरि बोल शब्द पहुँचायो है। ए गंगा जल ठाड़े कोई गायत्री जाप करे, चौक चकित चीते कहे मार्ग आयो है। योगासन मार कोई भ्रिकुटी बीच ध्यान करे, हृदय बीच लखे कोई ज्योति पुरुष आयो है। कोई लखे देवी कोई राम कोई कृष्ण लखे, जोई जाप इष्ट सोई ध्यान ताके आयो है। जोई जाप इष्ट सोई ध्यान ताके आयो है। इस प्रकार नमस्कार। फाल्गुन मास शुक्ल पक्ष पूर्णिमा की तिथि, विक्रम संवत 1542, विक्रम संवत 1542, फाल्गुन मास शुक्ल पक्ष पूर्णिमा तिथि, सिंह राशि, सिंह लग्न, शनिवार के दिन बिल्कुल संध्या को 6 बजे, जैसे सिंहनी के गर्भ से सिंह।
He was born at 6 o'clock in the evening, as a lioness gives birth to lion. Similarly, Shachi Mata has given birth to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Mayapur Dham.
महाप्रभु की कली पावन अवतार श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की। हेलो हेलो। नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की। नदिया में
आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
जय हो निमाय की, जय हो गौरांग की।
जय हो निमाय की, जय हो गौरांग की।
जय हो निमाय की, जय हो गौरांग की।
जय हो
हेलो हेलो। शची घेरानंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
शची घेरानंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
मिश्र घेरानंद 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 भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो।
जय हो निमाय की।
हाथी घोड़ा पालकी, 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 जय हो निमाय की।
आनंद उमंग भयो, जय हो विश्वंभर 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 की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो।
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो, जय हो निमाय की।
कोटि ब्रह्मांड के अधिपति लाल की।
ब्रह्मांड के अधिपति लाल की।
कोटि ब्रह्मांड के अधिपति लाल की।
ब्रह्मांड के अधिपति लाल की।
पूनम के चांद से शोभा है बाल की।
पूनम के चांद से शोभा है गाल की।
पूनम के चांद से शोभा है बाल की।
पूनम के चांद से शोभा है गाल की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
शची घेरानंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
भक्तों के आनंद कंद जय हो गौरांग की।
भक्तों के आनंद कंद जय हो गौरांग की।
भक्तों के आनंद कंद जय हो गौरांग की। भक्तों के
आनंद कंद जय हो गौरांग की।
आनंद से बोलो सब नदिया रक्षक की।
आनंद से बोलो सब नदियाँ रक्षक की।
आनंद से बोलो सब नदिया रक्षक की।
आनंद से बोलो सब नदियाँ रक्षक की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
शची घेरानंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
भक्ति प्रेम देने आए जय हो चैतन्य 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 की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो जय हो निमाय की।
शची घेरानंद भयो जय हो निमाय की।
शची घेरानंद भयो।
नदिया में आनंद भयो,
जय हो निमाय की।
नदिया में आनंद भयो।
जय हो
भाव से।
निमाय की।
हो। नव गौरवरम नव पुष्कशरम नव भावधरम नव लास्य परम नव हास्यकरम नव हेमवरम प्रणमामि शची शुत गौरवरम प्रणमामि शची शुत गौरवरम। या बोलो। नव प्रेमयुतं नवनीत शुचम नव वेशकृतं नव प्रेमरसम। नव प्रेमयुतं नवनीत शुचम नव वेशकृतं नव प्रेमरसम नवदाविलासत शुभ प्रेममयं प्रणमामि शची सुत गौरवरं प्रणमामि
शची
हलो भाव से नाचते हुए। हरि भक्ति परम हरि नाम धरम कर जाप्य करम हरि नाम परम नयने सततम प्रणयाश्रुधरम प्रणमामि शची सुत गौरवरम।
शची सुत गौरवरम।
सततं जनता भवतापहरं परमार्थपरायण लोकगतिं नवदेहकरं जगतापहरं प्रणमामि शची शुत गौरवरं। नर्तनना गरराजकुलम् कुलकामिनि मानिनि दास्यकरं प्रणमामि शची सुत गौरवरम् करतालवलं कलकण्ठरवं मृदुला रसुमि निकया मधुरम् करतालवलं कलकण्ठवरं मृदुला रसुमि निकया मधुरम् निज भक्ति गुणामृतनाट्यकरं प्रणमामि सची सुत गौरवरम् युगधर्मयुतं पुननन्दसुतं धरणि शुचितं भवभावोचितम् युगधर्मयुतं पुननन्दसुतं धरणि शुचितं भवभावोचितम् एतनु ज्ञानचितं निजवासयुतं प्रणमामि शची शुत गौरवरम् अरणं नयनं चरणं वसनं वदने स्खलितं स्वकनामधरम् अरुणं नयनं चरणं वसनं वदने स्खलितं स्वकनामधरम् कुरुते सुरसं जगतः जीवनं प्रणमामि शची सुत गौरवरम् प्रणमामि सची सुत गौरवरम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey,
Hare Krishna,
everybody,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hello.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, निताय गौरांगो
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
निताय गौरांगो निताय गौरांगो
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango,
निताय गौरांगो गौर हरि निताय गौरांगो गौर हरि जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद जय सच्चिदानंद सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि जय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि गौर 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 हरि गौर हरि जय गौर हरि गौर हरि जय गौर हरि श्रीमत प्राण धन गौर हरि हे लक्ष्मी प्रिया प्राण धन गौर हरि विष्णु प्रिया प्राण धन गौर हरि निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री गौर निताय की श्री गौर पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे धन्यवाद आप सभी भक्तों ने इस गौर पूर्णिमा के पावन अवसर में भाग लिया और इस अवसर को सफल बनाया।
Thank you all for participating in this festival of the manifestation day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's early morning in Bharat. So in with the guidance of so we will do the darshan tomorrow and we will and who all have participated in the service of Abhishek, we will see it tomorrow. And I really want to thank our express my gratitude to the organizers, because of whom we were able to take this wonderful opportunity. The Parmar family and the Vaja family and our friend from Canada, Sanjay Bhai and Asha Bin. I thank you all for this beautiful event. Hare Krishna.